I knew it. Okay, so I'm nervous. I have some things I want to say and share, but I've been nervous about sharing it because it's like I'm coming out of hiding and I'm just kind of coming out of the closet, so to speak. And maybe not to you guys, like that watch my channel, but for me and the cells of my body, I'm not really used to living out loud as far as my purpose all like completely. And I'm like still getting up, but I've been up for hours. And this is why I made my YouTube channel, to share my journey, like my real journey of my awakening, my initiation, my purpose. It's like I feel like I'm really about to do this, like really surrender my life to spirit. And it's becoming like more and more real to me. What that means and what it's about and how it's going to affect my life and my relationships for good and for bad. And for now, this is just where I'm at right now. And I know this will pass, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous. This changes everything. Not that things haven't already been changing. And you know, I talk about like how I felt like me going through the hurricanes was part of my initiation, and it was. But what I didn't know was that when I got home, you always think you reach naively. I know, I do. I'm one of those people that be like, okay, that was it. Now I can um be free or something. Or now I can just go do what I want to do. Like when I touched ground back in Atlanta, I was I had first I went through lots of different emotions. First, of course, I was tired. I didn't realize just how much energy and how much my adrenaline was pumping and how chaotic the situation was that I was in. So that was interesting. Just like being here at home and how quiet it is compared to being in a shelter in Puerto Rico. Hmm. But my inner purification process wasn't finished. And we have these transits now, and there's been an intense uh, focus in Capricorn, and my Capricorn's in the fifth house, and so is my South Node. Oh, what a time. I've been coming in contact with wrapping up past life karma, and in that, um, I actually had a past life reading. And it's interesting how things just kind of slide into your realm when you need it. Everything has been so like karmic for a while. I mean, my whole life is karmic because I'm a very ancient being. I've been here since the beginning almost. So everything in my life, all my relationships, everybody around me, it's all like deeply karmic. And I knew that, but I didn't know to what extent till I had the past life reading. And one of the most interesting things I learned was the children trying to be born through me. Sometimes I get paralyzed in my lower body and I can barely move, and I try to work through the energy, um, because I know how to unwind my energy to clear it out, and just for my life force energy to come through. I know how to do that within my body, and for months, it's like I'm not getting the clearance I need. Why? And there are these baby beings trying to be born through me who I have past life karma through, but it's so interesting. I went to a Reiki healer, and one of the girls was like, have you been pregnant? Have you been trying to be pregnant? This has been a theme in my life for a minute. Like, people have been literally getting frustrated with me for not having kids. And my response is like, why are you clocking my uterus? I don't understand it. That's not going to make me want to have kids or whatever. And come to find out, this being has been jumping into people's bodies and like talking to me. Like, get pregnant. Why don't you? My aunt literally was like, why don't you just get pregnant like the rest? Why don't you have kids like the rest of us? And I'm like, you are spazzing out, lady. Why do you care? Like, I don't know. And so, and then there's other beings behind him. Like, this is a whole story. I could do a story time about it. But I decided I didn't want to give birth to somebody like that. I'm like, if you're going to be this impatient, jumping in and out of people, damn near jumping into my ovaries, like causing me pain, I don't want to give birth to you. I don't. Why would I do that? You know? And it reminded me of something Dr. Jewel Pookrum said. You women, we can choose who we want to give birth to. We can choose the beings that come through us in this world, and I'm going to exert that power. I'm not giving birth to people I don't want to give birth to, because I know from personal experience in my life, it has been no fun. Having a relationship like that, being with a mother who does not love me. And I learned more about my mother too, and just like the bad soul contract she made in order to have a body. And I also learned that I chose lifetime after lifetime to live in oppression and suffer just so that I can explode with light this lifetime. And I don't know if that means I'll die afterwards or because of it. I don't know what this journey really, it's like a new adventure. And I've already had such an intense life, and I've lived so many lives already in this one lifetime. And I feel like in surrendering, I'm being rejuvenated. I pressed record not knowing whether or not I was going to share this video, because there's lots of things that I felt like I couldn't say out of fear that somebody that would mean me harm would see it. When you have a lot of karmic bonds and you try to break away, it creates enemies, because there are people and beings who are relying on you for their own purposes and whatever it is they want to do, good, bad, ugly, indifferent. And I got a taste of that during my past life reading. And it's kind of that's part of my journey. I have to be a warrior. I have to stand up for what I believe in, regardless of who is for me or who is against me. You know, there were beings coming into my realm, into my reading, that did not want for the reader to tell me information, because they didn't want me to end our karma. But I need to end those karmas. I need to be the light. I need to be in the light, and that's what I'm here to do. You know, I want to offer you guys some things that I'm here to do that I don't share that much because I was afraid. But now I'm starting to become more courageous just in speaking about it. You know, I'm going to be doing trainings. I am really great at turning negative energy into the light. That is what my archetype does. I can also help you learn what your archetype is if you don't know. Your avatar, so to speak. Um, I am in the beginning stages of creating like some type of training or school for like X-Men or something like that. Like I know how to help people hone in and use their gifts and their powers. I've been doing it without really knowing that's my archetype. You know, that's who I am. I do that naturally everywhere. I raise the vibration everywhere I go. And that's part of my purpose. That is my purpose. Shit, that's my purpose. That's what it is. So I just want to thank all of my day ones. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for talking back to me. Thank you for responding to me, because it's lonely, and then even some of the like X even some of the X-Men that I know that I come into this journey with don't want to continue on, because it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice of your personal life, in a sense. It's like my life doesn't necessarily belong to me. But with my Mars being in the 12th house, it never has. It's like my will in the spirit world, in spirituality, the divine mother, me and the divine mother is like this. Like yesterday, I was like, I want a t-shirt that says the divine mother, the divine feminine is my homegirl, because it's like, we're like this. That's who I call on. That's who I talk to. I can ask her for anything. She takes care of me. I can ask her tell her I'm horny, take care of my sexual needs, and she does. I deal with the light. Like, I don't, some of the archetypes like to deal with calling in all these different spirits and energies and dealing with darkness. I just can't. I'm done. I am so done. I can't anymore with it. I'm done with it. There's a cleaner way. There's a light, light. And I spent so much time in darkness. I'm done with the dark. Bon voyage. Bye-bye. Hmm. Wow. I know it's starting to itch. Which means I'm being honest. Real. My hands are starting to itch a little bit. Bewitched. Okay. I said what I said. Mm-hmm. Yep, it's true. I'm here for you guys if you need any readings, any spiritual counseling. I may not know everything right now as far as like where I'm going, I started this group and meetup called the Unicorn Collective, and it's for self-expression junkies. I have my Facebook group, Students of Nature and Divination, and in that group, I give free readings sometimes, and I also have other people, like Wednesday, the woman that gave me, she actually gave me 2 past life readings, because the first one, that baby that's trying to be born through me after we had that reading, he jumped into my body. Like, seriously. He was like, you're gonna give birth to me. He was like, girl. I was like, see, this is why I'm not giving birth to you. This is not. It's like he jumped like into my. I felt like I was pregnant. I don't know if he jumped in or he used some type of whatever and whatnot. And it's because my lower chakra area, like I don't know. I do talk about this sometimes. My lower back area is damaged. It's been damaged, and I've been trying to clear it out for a while. But anyway.